gonna zoom up in there. Hey, there, brother Donald Jeffrey Senior in the house. Hey,
all
bro.
right. I gotta fix my hair.
We got my cousin Tamika in the
You're not
house.
telling me my hair is all over the place.
Now, you guys go back into the chat and you guys go in to see the Dr. Chef Felicia and Wellness Channel. Yes, we're going to, and so we got what we got going on for this Friday is Queens in the Kitchen. It's what it's going to be, hosted by myself. And we're showing you not just how to eat healthy. We're not going to just be chewing on lettuce, and we're not just going to be doing an apple. We're in. Oh, look y'all. I got so used to talking on the phone that I didn't realize we in on the What's y'all now? How do we get into the chat? This is what I want to know.
You're telling me because you know me. I am
excited. Okay, there we go. This needs to be small, brought in a little bit.
You know, I'm looking for a mouse every single time.
Yeah.
We gotta bring it down. Where's
bring
the
it down
thing?
That little.
No, that will bring it
right up. Yeah, right up there. Yeah, y'all, we getting this. I told you we was working it out. That's what I'm telling y'all. Teamwork make the dream work. Because if she wouldn't have been talking, I would have been sitting up there. Y'all be like, come on now. Come on, Felicia. Come on, Dr. Shell. Let's get this thing going right so we can get to the food.
Oh, dang it.
No, you're fine. Just click up out of there.
Nope.
I know a little something.
You're getting good.
We're trying to get in to where
you're
we can see our
this.
chat. Can we bring it back?
It should be down here somewhere.
It's down there somewhere. Look. I clicked it. It's right there.
Just hover. Just hover.
Huh?
Just hover over.
There we go.
Yeah, you hover over, you'll see
There you go. I'm leaving it alone.
have to do the other chat.
I'm leaving it alone because it's there already now.
Yes.
Our face looks big because we were trying to downsize it so we could get into our chat, y'all. That's all we were doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe when Sister Girl come in, she's more savvy than us, and we'll be able to get in there. And my God, hey there, Pastor Boy, how you doing? We're trying to make sure that we tune in and we just getting set because what we had was the situation. You know how it is when you're trying to do something that's good and that's positive, and then you get all them little extra distractions. And then so I thought about it when Sister Girl was saying somebody placed a real big order for her, and I was like, yeah, but we got to go live. We got to do this food. I got down to the bottom of it, y'all. On another segment and another date, I'll tell y'all.
Okay.
I'll tell y'all what there was. And so we're going to deal with that on another time. For now, we're going to prep the watermelon so we can be chilled. So when we get ready to eat our food and we get ready to
you ain't going to say what that's
when we get ready to do that, this way the watermelon will be chilled. And then yes, I'm gonna do my mango. I know y'all look different ones saying y'all gonna do some other type of juice and drink. This is the fruit for the season. Your watermelon. Don't allow yourself to get all caught up in trying all these different varieties of things. This is the fruit that has the most hydration that we know of, that's been around for so long. Don't get caught up. I keep saying it. Y'all don't get caught up in the fact that people saying, oh, that's what all Black people do is we just eat watermelon. No, everybody eat watermelon. You go to the South, you see Caucasian people, and you see everybody eating watermelon because watermelon, God didn't create it for us to turn around and say, oh, you know what, that's only for Black people. He did not create us to think like that. No, if anything, if you're lacking in the melanation, and that is what God has given his chosen people to help heal the body, then that means you need more melanated foods. Does that make sense? That's what that means. So do away with the myth. And yes, we know we got history. We got strong history out there that people have these. I've seen older books and back in the 1900s. I ain't gonna tell you because some of y'all might know. And so I understand what the phobia is for some of our people. Because it felt like there was just all that we had. And so it has messed with our minds and made us feel like, oh, because that's what people had back then when they may have been poor. Man, I want to incorporate it into my diet. Now, this is how you wind up missing out on the good things that God has set before you, that he's placed in this earth. He said everything he made was good. And so that don't mean that now all of a sudden, because somebody used something in a negative way, that means that what God gave us to help nourish our bodies is bad for you now. See how that works?
And we can get into juicing at some point. Like she says, even what I talk about in my book, when I talk about my book, you want to enjoy the produce that's on season. Because when you buy the produce or the fruits that's on season, then you get the freshest. You get the freshest, you get the one with the most nutrients. Because the ones that are not on season, they'll have been traveling from so far away, and they come here, they're dried up, they're waxed and all, and you think they're fresh, but they're not. So you want to eat what's on season. So she's got a point there. So when we get into juicing later, we can do into juice what's on season then every time, and then that way you're getting enough produce or fruit for your buck. You're getting all the nutrients that you need because it's freshest and you know where it's coming from, because there's nothing like knowing where your food source is. I tell you that. That is something I talk about in this book. You got to know your food source.
Yeah, you got to know your food source.
If your food source is in St. Louis and it's Schnooks, I'm going to tell you to take a little different angle.
I'm only laughing, y'all, because this is what you know when you know you're being challenged, mentally challenged, because we're on YouTube, and how crazy these computers is, we can only see half of the chat. And it's so anywho, like you see, we got determination to keep going.
Hey, it is what it is.
Nothing is gonna stop us. We're all the way in.
Yeah, we all the way in.
And that's how y'all supposed to be about your health and wellness. It doesn't matter that you only got half of what you need. Get started what God has blessed you to have. Is what we're saying. Don't make no excuses. If it's something that God has chosen you to do, you have to do it. This is part of life. This is part of growing. This is part of knowing. Is it actions speak louder than words? We're speaking right now, but our actions is that even though we got half of a chat here on YouTube going, where we can't see you all. I see Star in there. I see Brother Starks. I see I see a few in there, but we cannot respond yet.
Hey, it is what it is.
We're not stopping. And because at least we have you all here on Facebook that's chiming in, and we appreciate it. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to take out my blender early on now in the chat. Now, I did put in the number that you all can reach us by for health consultations. And then we're going to put in the information that you all can get lost, because I don't think the Facebook people actually saw your stuff. YouTube did.
Facebook
hadn't.
Did.
So when you guys go to the channel, go to Dr. Chef Felicia and Wellness channel on YouTube. Is for free. Hey, Melanie, that is my old drama buddy from school. How you doing? Give my love to your husband, Eddie Clay, Pastor Eddie Clay. Oh, wow. It's good to see you. This is our new food channel that we're going to start, but we're having technical difficulties, and we're not giving up. You know how we do it. and so send the greetings to the family. But nevertheless, what we're saying is that you can't allow what you don't have to stop you from being able to get to where you want to go. I mean, the food is what's drawing people in, because we all want to learn how to cook. Most of us now understand how important it is to be more healthier. But I understand by talking to my loved ones, by talking to friends and clients, that the only reason, the main number one reason why people say they don't want to eat healthy is because it doesn't taste good. Now, we have a few that's tuned in here that has tasted my cooking before I went completely more plant-based and more healthier, right? Well, guess what? I have learned how to critique that by the grace of God. He blessed the hands of my mind to be so passionate about it. And when my daughter had been diagnosed with her condition, and then when I watched other people in my family start suffering from all these different diseases, and then myself, I was sickly too. I was anemic and didn't know it until I had my son. That's been almost 24 years ago, because he'll be 24. Now Jay would have been 25. And so I didn't find out until 24 years ago, and I'm 38. I'm 48. Yeah, I feel 38, but I'm 48 years young. And I didn't know. It took me 24 years to find out, 24 years ago, to find out that I was anemic. So I didn't even know why my hands were cold. I'm just thinking everybody's saying, oh, because she's small. Oh, you're a little bitty this, you're a little bitty that. No, It was because my body was deficient from having the proper amount of iodine. I wasn't eating enough foods with iodine. I didn't even have full knowledge yet of just how vital that was to my health and to my blood circulation. And then you carry the sickle cell anemia trait. You top that on top of it. Come on now. So that means aches within the body, sharp pains going here and there. That means poor circulation in the feet and in the hands. So yes, this is turning into a part health segment because we're, allowing our little sciences, the food that we're going to prep. This second half is going to be quick food. It's not going to be something that takes a long time at all. But nevertheless, I want to always leave room for the testimonials that we have. So if you have any questions, we are able to look into this. And this is irritating me still. So y'all, that this chat is there and I can't really get up in there like I really want to.
I'm going to have to jump off, but I'm going to say goodbye.
Yes.
But when I jump off, I'm going to have to jump off. Of course. I'm going to leave you guys with Flossie's amazing turmeric tea.
Y'all got to get that turmeric tea. But those
that has to chase down the food.
Back pain, headaches, anxiety, all that. This tea is it. Those of y'all that's there in Illinois to St. Louis, don't you?
Yes, we deliver.
She delivers over there. They ship too. Oh, yes, right. You do ship now.
Yes.
She ships, y'all. So y'all want to try this. I'm telling you, I told y'all I cannot promote anything unless I've tried it for myself and it has done great for my body. I've used it, God bless, where I have a system that I can use it and I can pick up on when things are naturally good and when it's not. And so I wouldn't promote it and I wouldn't be able to do this if I hadn't tried it and I hadn't had the best comforting, relaxing, best sleep of my life after drinking just half of it. I didn't have to have the whole thing, just half of it. Now, some of y'all might have to have the whole thing, but half. And so it's more than worth the dollar, you all, is what I'm trying to say. You have a lot of people that's mixing up things. We got a lot of people that's mixing up a lot of things. And I think that the missing key, and you guys have heard this so many times before, the missing ingredients is most definitely love.
Talk about love. Talk about love. I gotta jump into that because I gotta jump off. But talk about love is this tea is made with so much love. Mm-hmm. It's a passion of mine. Mm-hmm. And just tell you real quick how it's done. I do it at every single Monday. Mm-hmm. I call it Flossie's Turmeric Tea Monday. Mm-hmm. Every single Monday, and I have a commercial kitchen because we are licensed, we insured. Because we are feeding the family. So you got to make sure everything is licensed and is insured. So I make it and I go to my commercial kitchen every 1 o'clock on Monday morning. And I'll be singing to this tea. I'll be doing karaoke to this tea. I'll be praying when I'm making tea. Right. I'll be dancing in that kitchen at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I will even post a video usually at 3 o'clock. You know how you know? You go to my website and you will see the videos that I posted at 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. And if you go to flossiesturmerictea.com and you'll find it. Just like it says, I don't know if you guys can see that. Or you can even go to my Facebook page, just like it's Flossie Njama. I know that's my African name, Njama, but that's my last name up here in the book. Oh, I guess you see it upside down. But anyway, so flossiesturmerictea.com or Flossie Njama on YouTube, on Facebook, or IG as well. It's just the same. And my business is Simple Life Healthier You, because we're just trying to get a little healthier, because this is what we're doing. We're not trying to say anybody's healthy. It's not healthy. It's not about judging that nobody's healthy. We are all healthy to a certain capacity, but we can be a little bit healthier.
Yes.
So we simplify everything, like I said earlier, your mindset and your lifestyle, and we get healthier. And when we say you, it's just the entire you, all included. So check the book out. If you go into my website, the book link is there. Lots and lots and lots of testimonials. People you may recognize their names, because I just go there and screenshot them just like they are.
Yeah, weren't you just on Channel 2 News? Then they just interviewed you just last month. You go on there, you see her being interviewed on Channel 2 as well.
Yes.
And then I'm see, have you been on the SEL News? I know.
No, yet. I was in studio
In November. Okay.
Studio.
So
It was studio STL.
Yeah.
So yes, there's an interview there with me with T. And I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your meal. And don't forget, Flossie's Turmeric Tea every Monday. Pick up, delivery, and shipping. All available. Take care of yourselves because health is wealth. How about that?
All right.
All right.
Going, y'all.
Okay, so all righty.
And that's how it's going to be. For those of y'all,
it's about family.
I'm getting the chain going. Thank you so much for holding down. Almost done, y'all. Because that's going to sit in front of you. Going to eat that. Get it going. Y'all know what to say. So this time I normally do a little mango with my watermelon. Is what I normally do. Well, y'all know what I did for the last 2 weeks. I was doing just the straight watermelon. That was good. But of course, you know how we are. We are a variety of people. So I wanted to try another type of melon like with it. And then I put just a little bit of lemon in there because I like that little tang. Yeah, I like it sweet, but I like the tang as well. And so I wanted to make sure that I have that on stack. I'm gonna put a little bit on the side for my sister love. I'll rinse this out right away, y'all. I don't leave it undone. I do not leave it undone. Now put a little paper towel around it, and I put it right back up. That way we can keep things again all clustered and cluttered up. And I got me a little top. Let me pour some for the sister girl so she don't feel like I'm leaving her out. She might want to taste some of that. Let me rinse that out. And this is how we do, because we share in the home. I don't have to drink all that. I'll make me some more later, but for the sake of time, I'm putting some to the side for her. Hey, she's in! Perfect timing! Here come the other chef, y'all, in the house. Maybe you can help me to get up inside this chat. Look at how I did this right here, y'all. Didn't I tell y'all teamwork make the dream work?
How you doing?
Look out. We did not tell each other to wear yellow, but that's what happened when you came. Look, soul sisters.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And I was just telling them, I'm just pouring you some on the side so it can be cold, but we're gonna put it in there just in case. I said I ain't want to be. I said we share here. I sure was like, I wonder if this yellow gonna be too loud.
I was wondering that because at first I had on a shirt that had purple and cream in it, so I changed it. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Here go your what's called. You haven't got our letters yet. It's okay. No, no. Yes, and so it's okay. We are in a place now where. Oh, that's my daughter. It's not like her to be called now. We're in a place now where y'all pray for us because as y'all see, we got them little distractions, but it's all good. It's all good, y'all. We got some little distractions, but it's all right, y'all. We're going to get started on food. We're gonna stick to the time frame that we already had. I'm not doing the what you call it. We give a time frame for when the food is going to be coming, and then we go from there. So for those of y'all who's waiting for food from Tyra Chef, I'm gonna put it out here now. Y'all, as soon as we get finished with this chef and show, then that's when you're going to get your food. This is how this works because we had too many people that we had waiting for over a year that was waiting for us to do this show. And so now we're going to make sure that we do it. And y'all, look, I can't wait to tell y'all. I can't wait to write the book, y'all, on how all this came about. And I know it's going to be a bestseller. Even if it don't, I know that it's going to turn out to be one that's going to help those who have struggled with anything that they were trying to accomplish that was good, that the adversary just came up, just kept popping up and trying to be a distraction. And so I'm gonna answer this and see what's going on, because my daughter don't normally answer. I told y'all we're gonna do this. It's gonna be one of those natural cookie shows. Yes, daughter, I am online for my cookie show. Is everything okay? Are you okay, dear? Yeah, are you okay, honey? You what? Yes, you are. Since a little girl, all of y'all are. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's some out. Oh, okay. Yes, when they were little, they were allergic to amoxicillin. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. And please take care of my baby, please. Well, she's not a baby anymore, but thank you so much. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Wow. See how that go, y'all? That's how it is. My baby, she getting her wisdom out. She's not a baby no more. She'll be 23 in July. And yeah, see, that's what I meant. It took me till I was 24 to find out. And when life happens and you grow up, it's important, you all. That's what we're stressing, even as parents. Know your children. Learn how to give them healthy things, because you never know. Because I knew my daughter, she normally don't call back to back. As a matter of fact, she's normally at work. She's a workaholic. And so I'm like, wait a minute, that's my baby calling y'all. I got to answer that. And so therefore, yes, amoxicillin. She's getting her wisdom taken out. And so she needed to know if she was allergic. But look at how in tune she was to understanding that she needed to call back and ask Mama, am I allergic? So something in her memory, she is a spiritual child, something in her memory, remember, Mama, wait a minute, Mama may know if I'm allergic to something. They haven't had no amoxicillin or nothing in their system since they've been with me. And so therefore, all these years later, now that the wisdom is being removed, but we have a natural remedy for that too, y'all. But since she's grown and on her own, they can't do it. But I'm just thankful to God that she was smart enough to think, wait a minute, y'all give me a drug, I need to call my mama. And they're not all natural. No, they grown now. They can do that thing. They do their own natural things. So I know how it is on both ends. And so she had sense enough to call and say, Mama, am I allergic to amoxicillin? And I'm like, you know what? Yes, you are. They tried it when they were little teapots. You know how it goes in. I forget what it was for. And one of my children had an allergic reaction to it. And so naturally, with them being birthed, same father, same mom, the DNA, and they understood that my oldest daughter had her condition already. That's not something that's necessarily required. There are other alternatives that's more milder if you're going to go through the medical, quote unquote, medical field. Okay. And this is the reason why I decided to pair up with our registered nurses, our licensed nurses. And we're going to have more people as the show keep going, you all. This is the reason why I'm not giving up. Hey, you're going to see more and more people. So we're going to be working side by side. I'm a naturopath. My background is nursing, rehabilitation, and certified drug counselor. And so their background has been in years of registered licensed nurses, and they have certifications and license and other things as well. Now, that being said, the two still, I'm going to stress it again, if you have been underneath a doctor's care in that medical field and you're trying to reverse any type of dis-ease, is what we call it, then it's critical that you all get both information so you'll know how much doses you've been given and how it needs to be wound off. If your mind is not strong enough yet to be able to help you to get to that place where you can make a conscious sound-minded decision, then that is where your health and wellness coaches come into play. And whatever side effects that you've had for whatever condition that you've had, and you just have to make that decision on which route you want to go. And usually, I would think it makes sense to go the most safest route. And if you're on meds or on prescription drugs, then make sure that if you want to come off, and I have to say it like that because some people don't want to come off, some people are too afraid to, then you still need to have it where it's as low as possible if you don't have that mental strength to wean yourself completely off, so that your body can be able to get back to its full healthy place that it needs to be. Now we have Sister Queen that came on through. We're gonna turn it over, y'all, and she's gonna be working out. We need help to get into that chat. Do you know how to move this thing to where we can get up into that chat?
Oh no, that didn't do it.
I don't know why. I know that's okay. Good. I'm sure it's right there. You got it. We're trying. I don't know why that computer wouldn't let us get into it. Why we couldn't wire it down?
Okay, now I don't know how to.
Look at that. We all see. So I know it wasn't just me because look, I've been on all the other times, y'all.
Is this on YouTube?
This is YouTube.
With it and
yeah, it's YouTube. It's like it should
sure.
be where we're able to size down. It says live streaming. We don't understand.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, that's okay. It's called Flossy Try too. None of us.
We'll learn it though. Good thing we have YouTube University, right?
Yeah.
So we can learn.
How to size down there. Look, do we need somebody else come through the door because they can give us the size down?
We need a little IT help here.
It's like we want to look. If we feed him,
you know what? Food always does help. I love feeding people, bargaining for food. I'll feed you if you can help out with that.
Right.
But so, I want to introduce.
So, in other words, if anybody in the area, there's an IT person off of Olive Boulevard, let us know. Give us a call. Number
I don't know.
is 314-705-6264. We have about a half an hour.
We need some help over here, but we are here today. I am happy I made it. I had a huge meal prep this morning, something out of the ordinary, but when I tell you it was exciting making it. It was exciting because it's something not really out of my element, but I haven't really tried while I've been plant-based for these past 6 years. So it was really fun.
But tell yourself what you're not going to be doing from now. To share what you said to me.
It was difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have to really stick to what I know because the goal is health all around. Ultimately, I have to cook according to what my spirit and what I've been taught and what I've been learning. So I got to practice what I preach, and that is the truth. That's with anything, and no one is perfect. It's been times where I have fallen short on this journey. Because some things you don't know, and it's scary. It can be scary, but God did not equip us to be fearful beings. We are here to experience. That is why we ask for protection when we do things like this. Because when I jumped off into a plant-based lifestyle, I know how to cook. I've been cooking since I was 7 years old. My grandmother used to have me in the kitchen at 7 years old. So I've always been a caregiver, taken care of. And so when I developed and learned how to cook a more plant-based style, it has been amazing. But when I tell you the challenges, you all of a sudden you want to go plant-based, and all of a sudden everybody, you guys want to go to Buffalo Wild Wing, you want to go here, oh, we're gonna have a family function and this, that, and the other, and you know, daggone well, it ain't nothing there for you to eat. Maybe the salad, but they done drown so much ranch and cheese on it, you can't enjoy the sandwich without bread. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really is. A salad, once you put all that meat and everything, it's just really a bunless sandwich.
That's what it is.
But anyway, we're here today. We're gonna
get on the menu, girl.
So I bought some quinoa flour wraps from where they get them from Trader Joe's? Whole Food. I grabbed them from Whole Food, and we have some pico. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do with these two items. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some maybe veggie fajitas or veggie. Yeah, I'm thinking veggie, something light, something not too much cooking, because you can eat this raw, really. Like you can eat it raw, just a soft saute if you have to have it cooked. That's what it is. It's the seasons. When you marinate, like I tell my fiance, that little season, you cannot do that when you're cooking. You have to break your wrist. You have to break your wrist when you're seasoning. You have to smell
that's
that
your
flavor.
herbs, y'all. We're going to use a lot of the same herbs, y'all. That's not complicated. We even have a salt-free lemon pepper.
And it's so good.
We're going to the fire roasted can still go in it like we did the other day. This is this is a new one. Hey, we got another one that's already open.
I love when that happens.
Yes, we got the mix. This is the Italian herb.
That was really good. I seen it at Schnucks today. I need to get it.
I got this one from the Soulard, downtown St. Louis.
The spice shop.
No, it was just on by the stand where I got my star fruit and all the other and my cacao. I had got a real cacao, but I let it go bad. So if y'all like me, don't do it. When you chefing and cooking, and when you love to do this thing, a lot of times we'll overdo it. Because I bought that cacao
and then use it.
There you go.
I do that, and I get so mad at myself. Like, look at her, I go wasting food. Why did I do that?
And then you get mad and be like, talking about it's expensive. This is expensive. No,
and here we go throwing it in the trash. Just wasteful. Yeah. You know, we do have to stop with the wastefulness. We have to, because now they buying up the.
Go ahead. No.
Okay. Well, I tell you the truth. They buying up the land to replace what's real. So in that case, lab created meat. We have to really, really open up our minds to think about this lab made or lab grown meat. You can't grow no meat in the lab. When the guy grow any type of meat in any type of lab, everything that I've eaten that has been natural has been grown here from the earth or has been from the earth. And so with that being said, we got to start back into learning how to cook, how to grow, how to replenish, how to not be wasteful, how to be resourceful. So like when we're juicing and we still have the extra pulp, we can dry that out in a dehydrator or the oven on low and let it dry out, and you grind it up, and now you have seasoning. So like you take the beets, you do that to some beets, and you dehydrate them, dry them out, blend them up, or grind them. Now you have beet powder. Sprinkle that in your children's smoothies. Sprinkle it in when you're making batter for pancakes or even cakes because of the color it gives. We can use everything. Do not waste a crumb, because when we waste, there's money out the window that we all like Dr. Chef just said. It's too expensive. It's going right down the drain, right down the trash can. So it's time to start reusing it. So here we are today. Right now, Dr. Chef, she is chopping up our beautiful yellow pepper. And do we have any mushrooms or anything? What else do you think you want to put on there? I'll check out the refrigerator. I'm going to look on the refrigerator and see what else we have.
Yep, I told you we're going to do this just like we do it. We're going to set them up again to where they can see what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it around. We're just waiting on for the crew to come.
Oh, we have that jackfruit still too?
Yep, we got the jackfruit, so we can stir fry that in there if you want. Ooh, that'd be good with the wrap. That'd be excellent.
Oh, I did get the jackfruit chicken nuggets last night. The kids love them. They love them.
All right, y'all. We got this party started.
All right, let's see.
You got the jackfruit out?
Yes, I have the jackfruit.
Okay, y'all saw how we did that. You can tell we don't have a cameraman.
We are the camera women.
You said we are the camera people. Here we go. I'm coming back. I'm bringing y'all back. We're back. We're back. Got it. Look at that. There we go, y'all. We're back. I have to make sure we do that right. So y'all know any camera brothers that want to come over and get something to eat, some food. Let me switch that camera around. They want to eat some food, then you know what to do. It's not telling me how many people are here. I'm dropping y'all. Sorry about that. Something about this thing.
So are we just slicing? Are we making the fajita style peppers?
We making the fajita style peppers, you all.
Yes.
I guess y'all said Dr. Chef got butterfingers today. And all we're doing is, I have the real jackfruit, but we're going to use the one from out of the box today that we got from Whole Foods. That's what we're going to use. Do we still have the box today?
No, I think I put it in that the bag from Traders.
Because I couldn't show you. That box Whole Foods does have this jackfruit, just for the record. It does have it to where you all can take and purchase it from there. If you don't want to do the all raw, if you don't want to do the raw version of the jackfruit, then look at that, how that came in through there, where it showed us a little bit.
Okay.
Where I can see the line. So I see it. Hey, Sister Dancer. I see some of y'all now. Boy, this is hard. Hey, the bird. How you doing?
That is so weird.
Hey, Edith Sanders. Thank you so much, Sister Sanders, for all of your healthy things that you send me through Instagram. I appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, we doing this thing. I told you that it was gonna be done in the manner of the word, how you would be when you in the kitchen. You know how it is. So I'm able to chime in and chime out. If y'all are making comments, it's only giving us half of it. I don't know why. We don't know why it's only giving us half of the I'm trying to see how we can spread it out.
Yeah, that. I was just gonna ask, could you do that?
I tried. See, and then it still won't pull over. Now I can't see hardly nobody saying nothing. But the main focus right now, y'all, until we get into the best way, our computer is doing some extra stuff. Then the main thing is that you all see how we're going to prepare this meal, right?
Yes.
All right. And so we're using this package jackfruit this time around. It does come with a little bit of organic seasoning. And then she's finishing off what I stopped off with, and that was chopping up the yellow bell pepper. And we're going to chop up some tomatoes. We're going to make it quick. You guys know how to chop, so we know we got to show y'all how to chop, right? You can chop it up in however way you want to do it. We don't want to make this. We don't want to have it set up. Hey, Sister Diane. We don't want to have it set up to where you all are feeling nervous about trying to get everything completely right. This is the jackfruit, comes in a package at Whole Foods. It costs around about $4.99. It did come to my attention that there are some that wants to actually do a Zoom where it'll be a small fee attached, you all, because when we buy up this food and I do this cooking class show for you all, then I want to be able to purchase all of the things without it having to be too expensive for me. But this way you all get a variety, and maybe we'll be graced to be able to have Sister Tiara to come in, Chef Tiara to come in and help us out with that, because she has some of her own nice creative dishes. And I have some of mine, some of you all have already tried them. And so we both combine it together. My goodness, Lord have mercy. We talking about a feast. If you all are in the area, I just told you, if you're in the area between now and the next month, then you may actually get a chance to get you a real good, real soul food tasting, made with love dish by us both. Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? And so right now, what we're going to do is I'm after we chill, I know what I can go over. I was sharing with you all what the herbs was that we were using, because for us, now for those of y'all who have learned how to eat your food plain, I know I do that too. I know how to take and bite off a tomato and be content. But come on now, y'all. Come on, some of y'all on here, Laverne, LaVon, all y'all know, Pastor, y'all know, we human now.
We're still human.
We were raised. Y'all see how I'm doing this hand? We were raised in food. This is the beautiful part.
And you know what's so funny? When I went plant-based, I used to get this a lot. So can't you just go outside in your backyard and get some grass? The audacity. No, if that's the case, I think the whole world wouldn't worry about food and how we suffering and things like that. No, I can't go in the backyard and get no grass and eat it. But what I can do is start a garden.
You start a garden. Guess what? We still gonna add some herbs and some seasonings.
Yes, ma'am, with the dirt.
With no MSG. How about that?
Organically grown.
But do we still got our green salt? Now you all can order that online, the green salt online. And do we got the red onions? We are going to add. Well, technically we don't have to add unless you just want.
But that would give a lot of flavor.
But it's onions and garlic in there. So if you want to save and you're on a budget and you don't want to try all these fancy herbs and things of that nature that we got, and you're on a budget, then I told you all I will always be considerate of those you all that's on a budget. That got that mind game going on, where it's been played on you all, where you can't hear you Felicia. Somebody said that they can't hear me. Redo it again. Everybody can't hear me. Okay, somebody said, can y'all hear me now? Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me on Facebook. Hey, cuz. Can't hear you. Tune in to back on. Hey, Uncle Frank is there. Yes, this is our live cooking show. Uncle Frank, we getting started. He knows, Auntie Bernice is the one, and my great auntie, they're the ones that had us in the kitchen cooking. She always had us stirring something. He had 14 children and way so many nieces and nephews. And moi, I was one. And I was always in the kitchen watching my great auntie, which is my grandmother's sister, cook up a whole bunch of stuff. And then, of course, my mom, y'all already know, she was a cook, chef. She did it all, designed before she transitioned on, and so was my father. And so I was blessed to see that, even though at the time we didn't have full access or knowledge of just how damaging the food that we were eating at the time, and the way that some of it that we were cooking was such a big deal, meaning that it would have the taxing side effects that it had on us up until now. I wanted to make sure, Uncle, that we had that I learned a better way, and you know that. And so I thank you all still, though, for giving us, teaching us how not to be lazy. My uncle was the one that would barbecue all the time. And so, yeah, man, he can stick a mean pot of greens into and beans too. And so, nevertheless, and so I just changed it, and I just wanted to figure out a way to do it a more healthier way once I got the knowledge and started taking courses and started finding out what was going on with our bodies and how our health and wellness was so linked to the food that we eat and what we drink. I had to. That was my conviction with us coming from that slew of bakers and cooks. And they'll tell you right now, my elders, a lot of them are sick and ill, but yet now they are wise enough now, and they're trying to figure out ways to be more healthier. And so I'm inspired by that. And so I don't give up on my elders or blame them in a harsh way for not knowing that the traditions that we have followed really did cause a lot of damage to our health and wellness, but not only to ours, it did for theirs too. Think about it. If they really knew that something was really harmful, and here it is, we're a praying family, we're considered Christian family, then there was no way that we would normally cause that kind of harm to our bodies, where now years later, we're having to wrestle with trying to figure out a way to get off of high blood pressure pills and the dialysis and all that. We have lost, I'll say, my drive, and some of you all already know, we have lost at least 10 family members within the last 3 years. And we all knew each other. It wasn't like it was no love there. And my mother was one. And I can't say for my daughter, she transitioned in her sleep. That's something that God showed me that would happen when I lost my mom. And her diagnosis was natural cause. It wasn't from what we would have thought that it may have been if ever she had another epileptic seizure. But God bless her, that was not detected at all. And so, and she was in much love and care when it took place. But we all know that's rare. That's rare. That's rare. And so I'm just thankful that I still have the mind to still want to cook and still want to do things, because the adversary would love to have us to just lose. When you lose close loved ones, it would have you to get discouraged and stress. Remember, I told you stress is one of the number one killers too. It's not just the food that you eat, it's stress too. Do I need to be putting something, cutting on one of these eyes so we just stir fry right fast?
We can. So I did find the onion.
Yeah. We can. I love the onion.
We can still add that flavor into it.
Yeah, okay. Hey, y'all. So we gonna do this. This gonna be fun. And we're not gonna take a whole 2 hours. We just took a little longer this time, y'all, because we had that technical difficulties. But as y'all see, we didn't give up. And just like when you're hungry and you're looking for food, you don't give up until you get something to eat, don't you? Mm-hmm. Well, I made a promise, and so I'm going to keep the promise. And so that's the reason why we're still pressing forward, despite the technical difficulties, and despite my butter fingers, like vegan butter fingers. Yeah, that's it. Girl, I was dropping phones all over the place. Flossie, did you see Flossie when she left out?
As soon as I pulled in, she was pulling out.
That's how it works. That's how it works. So I'm gonna fix up it and see, and we're gonna put our wrap. We can put our wraps on here if you want to. I'm gonna show y'all what I do when I have dishes that when you want to be bourgeois. I got this from the dollar store. You see how that look, and it matches the furniture. $1, y'all. So I picked up 4 of them, and then so what I do is I get the less toxic type of paper racks, and I'm gonna show you. So you're not eating on that.
And again, we are chopping up our purple onion. I don't know if you all have ever heard of purple onion soup, but when you have a cold or your children has really all that congestion, or even if you feel a cold coming on, if you make purple soup and really just taking some onions, boiling them up, put them in some good spring water, and have your honey lemon, there you go, a really good tea.
Oh, I love my honey lemon.
I do too.
Get these, y'all. And yes, I do get this from Whole Foods, but you can shop around or you can go online. Yes, they do cost about $1 more than the average, but we're talking about the fumes and trying to avoid the chemicals that bees on. Yes, I said that bees on, not the BEE, but that bee on or inside of the making of these things. And so I will be actually happy if they're giving us organic hemp. That the word is as soon, probably by 2025 or 30, paper will now no longer be made from the wood. It's going to be made from hemp and other seeds. And so they're working on that now, you all, just in case you don't know. Somebody say, drum roll, how you know that, Dr. Shell? Because I have invested in it. Yeah, I better look into it.
Now what I've
Motley Pools.
Now what I've been seeing is the bamboo tissue paper.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty penny for
it's
only 4 rolls.
Penny.
It's like $6.
Yeah, but guess what though? Think about it. If you eat right, more nutritional food and food with your fiber, you're not supposed to have to be using a lot of tissue to wipe anyway. Can I say it like that? So since we're fixing our food. Yeah. You're only supposed to have to use 2 plies. I know that sounds like a miracle to y'all.
That's my favorite.
No, you're only supposed to have to use 2 plies of tissue. I've stated this on some of our coaching sessions, the segment. Some of you all that's tuned in know this. And then some of you all that haven't, then that's why you need to be picking up the phone and calling that 618-388-8100 for your coaching sessions. I have a wealth of information that I can share with you all a little bit by little bit. No, you can't get it all sometimes in 1 second, but when you call, get in front of your computer, you can get you a pen and piece of paper, and I will show you how you're supposed to save money, how you're not supposed to be constipated by the meals that you eat, how to which foods and brands that you should get and buy. And then one of the other biggest things that's been questioned, is people asking, well, Dr. Shill, can you show us what foods we should get? Well, if you're in different states, obviously all our stores are not the same, even though a lot of them are owned by some of the same families. But when you're in community areas, a lot of them are local people too, that's opening up their own grocery stores. So, but if you go into a major food chain, hear me. You go into these major food chains, Kroger's, Nationals, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and all these other Wimpy's and all these other food stores like Greenfield, then they all have a website where all you have to do is go in there, put in that grocery store, hear me out, y'all, and then you can ask them, Google in natural products that they have, natural foods. And then from there, when you call me, if you're confused about the ingredients and whether or not that's considered, I label foods grade A, B, C, D, F. Then I can tell you according to what your body type is and what you may be, or if you just need to lose weight, which foods that more than likely you should not be eating and what you could substitute it with. If you're serious about your health and wellness, and especially if you're serious about wanting to beat any type of disease or wanting to fully recover, then I can tell you from there which food items you should be taking. So you can do a checkoff list. And I seen it with some of our other, bless their heart. I worked with a pastor, and she at least, they didn't have everything right, but she at least printed off all and I shared it with you guys probably about a month ago. Some of you all wasn't tuned in at the time, but Can anybody hear me still? I'm seeing people on there, but I can't. But I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can they hear me still when I drop the phone? Can y'all hear me here on Facebook? I see how they do. They doing live. They only show one, but I know it's more than one person in there. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you all hear me? I can't even see.
We can't even see to know.
We can't even see to know. That's okay. We're going to get this together. I expected this for the first 3 tries. Can y'all, Sister Hadassah, Sister Star, can y'all hear me?
On your, you see your face right there. Maybe see if there's something up there. And maybe that onion is starting to make my eye cry.
No, nothing there.
That is so weird.
That is weird. I've never had it to do that before. Where we can see some of you all make out the name, but they're not allowing us to see all of the comment right now. You got this special kind of computer that's supposed to be a new computer, but it has its own special little feature. So we're not going to cry about it, but as you can imagine, that's irritating to us. So if you all are on Facebook and you can hear me, let me know. If it froze up when it dropped, just let me know. And then we can go from there. Continue. Let me see. It's up high. Mm-hmm. Can you all hear us? Okay. See, nobody's responding, so it must be frozen. That's not letting us know that it is.
Facebook is funny like that when you're doing.
They're funny like that. We're gonna tune back in, you all.
I'm doing some good things right now. So Facebook does me like this all the time. No, mess it all up to where the broadcast is just
that. Yeah. In the middle of that too. Yeah, it will do that. Yeah. See, like now it says share broadcast. Okay, we'll share, invite friends. Why have to go through all that?
Yeah, I'll go through and click. That's a lot of people.
That is. To do. But these are the same ones that was tuning in, some of them.
Mm-hmm. So next time what we'll do when we first log in, we'll go through and invite everyone on and then set up shop.
Yeah, that's something that it won't allow us to do that way. All the same people. Yeah, that is something that it does. That take us through all that just for them not to give us. And then now it's telling me to resume. So it don't want me to say, hey, Uncle, are you still watching? If you are watching Elder Bear, someone say something to let me know that you all able to see us. Because, Facebook is doing this thing that it's doing. And we just wanted to make sure that you all get the information. If not, however, that's just a distraction. Dr. Chef Felicia Ann Wellness Channel on YouTube. It's free. You all like and subscribe. That's where you all can see it. And I'm going to get to a place where I can just share this on because we want to get finished with this food because me and her, we still want to eat. And she got to deliver some food. So y'all, we got to make this thing happen like captains. That's all I'm excited.
Let me get my wraps.
All right, she got the wraps. She got the wraps. No, they're yours, honey, but I'm just going to help you eat them.
And I still bought some extra. We have a little extra pico. They died yesterday.
Yes. I like adding all that to myself.
I got cilantro too.
I gotta have the juices. The cilantro is good for reducing inflammation. Which one do you have?
So we have right here quinoa flour wraps. This will be
gluten free.
They're gluten free because
dairy free, wheat free, soy free, egg free. I haven't seen these.
Yeah, but I got them out the I believe where they were, the refrigeration aisle, the one in Central West End.
Okay, no artificial preserves, and only 106 calories.
Yes.
Come on now, y'all.
Yes. So
that's not the best you're going to get unless outside of making it yourself. And we are going to do segments where we're making it ourselves too. So let's get this party started. Let's get started.
All right, so we have everything already chopped
up.
No water
here. So we're only using a little water, you all, just for the record. We only use a little water for
vegetable broth.
Or vegetable broth, organic vegetable broth. Or you can use the juices after you stir fry your vegetables. You can use the juices from there. And so we got a pot, and it's just water in it, just so you all can see. No oil, no extra oil.
Some simple peppers.
And we're going to turn this on medium high so we can cook up. So this should be done in about 5 to 10 minutes. You can use your own little timer if you want to. So that way the juices are, that's a non-stick stainless steel pot. That's one of the sets I was telling you about. You see how I wore that thing out? I wore that, honey.
That's probably where's my good pan? Where's my pan? That'd be that one.
That's what that is. That's it. And it comes with a top too, but I think they just done got up in that storage again. Yeah, they done put it up in that box.
Okay.
What else you got? That's it.
That's it for right now.
That's it. Oh, seasoning.
Well,
Well, we can do that last. I'll let it simmer a little bit first.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We finna get started.
So with the watermelon drink, how is it? Have you tried it yet?
Yes, it's delicious. Yes, absolutely.
Try
I put a mango up in there. Oh yeah, it tastes so purified. I mean, now I'll tell you this much. I have to discipline myself, y'all. I do understand how it happens. I have to discipline. Okay, so there is someone coming in there. Okay, Jonathan, can y'all hear me now? Because we need to know that we can be heard. Sister Ardassa, can you hear me? I see you responding. Can you all still hear us? Because you know that they don't want us to get this good information out. And while we cooking, they done discovered that it's just not a cooking show. That we could look. We share some nuggets and some testimonies. Yeah. We got queens in the kitchen. I'm gonna turn it up for a little bit higher. When you guys want to cook a little faster, you really like it? You like it?
It reminds me of sherbet.
Yes.
I feel like you can make this into a sherbet.
Yes, you can.
Like maybe coconut cream and then
Yes, you don't have to add anything actually, unless you just want it creamy.
Yeah,
you can just put it in the freezer, and then when it get halfway frozen, it's gonna be icy. Like a sherbet. Yeah. You know, like the Italian ice, there's no type of coconut, nothing in Italian ice cream.
It sure isn't.
No, it's just the fruit and the water.
And that stuff is so good.
And the kids, really when you're doing what we're talking about is that when we're blending up that watermelon, you got children. I know it's not Jay. I hope she's got a chance to get. I know she has a ton of children. You got those kids 10 and under, or it should really all the older ones, but too. You can take that watermelon and put it in your basic blender and blend that up. Put a little swig of lemon if they want a little tang or not, or add a little mango, and then you can make popsicles out of it. You can even put it inside of your ice cream trays, and then let it sit for about an hour in the freezer. And there they go. There go their homemade popsicles right there. Y'all know that's an easy one. Right there, most people done tried that. I know my mom used to do that.
My mom used to do it too.
Yeah. And so we ain't got too far down that water. I want that to come down. Oh, it's okay. It's gonna turn more brothy when I add that. So it's gonna be juicy. Do we want it juicy or do we want it more stir fry? Dry. With the wrap. It's hard. It's hard because
it's hard. A juicy taco.
I like my stuff juicy. I like the way it's drizzling down there. Yeah. See, y'all didn't think the doc said us like that. Y'all thought we was so pretty.
Y'all probably wouldn't want to see me how I eat in the real. Like outside of work. I'm talking about Tiara. You know, I mean,
we get that.
Like, I'm kidding. But no, I love to eat a little bit. I like my food to get a little
I would love to see somebody come on here and then just let it drizzle down. I was like, they don't care when they eat them burgers.
No, they don't. I remember I found a video before I went plant-based a long time ago. I was heavier, y'all. I was looking at this picture, this video. It was so funny. I was eating a big, was it a Whopper? And that sandwich was huge. I couldn't believe that I used to eat those big sandwiches like that.
I tried.
Like that. It's too big. I cannot believe it. But anyway.
All bread.
Yeah, pretty much is what that was. I bit into that sandwich. I mean, the little bite, the sandwich was still this big. I cannot believe that. So all
now they got heart attack burgers out now.
I'm saying what is it? The Impossible. It made my son throw
Impossible to be a burger.
Impossible. It's disgusting. And I'm pretty sure they're cooking on the same grill. So it's kind of a piece of marinade. Yeah.
So y'all that like to wait to the last minute, wait to the very end, just for the record. Look at that. Somebody's trying to confirm to get into my Gmail. Look at that.
Already.
Look at that.
It's crazy.
Just infiltrated it. Did that on purpose. Look at that. That's what I have to deal with. But anyhow, y'all, I'm back, y'all. If y'all can see me, I'm back. Y'all comment. So instead of waiting, this is the trick of mine. So everybody always wonder, how does your food turn out so flavorful like that? And you didn't marinate it. If you don't have time to marinate, The trick is that then you add it at least 5 or 10 minutes beforehand and allow your seasoning. It's simple. Allow it to marinate and cooking and stir fried in with your meal, with your vegetation. That's how you do. And it's going to penetrate. The juice will allow it to penetrate throughout the vegetation. And you usually shouldn't have, depending on whether or not you like it a little firm. Some of y'all are on the raw food thing. So some of y'all like your vegetation a little firm. That's fine. You don't want to burn out or boil out all of your nutrients. That's good. But for those of us too, that sometimes because we're trying to avoid going to a fast food restaurant and we want to have that taste, that flavor, that taste, and be eating more healthier food, then go ahead, apply it in like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes ahead of time, and it will give you that soft marinated taste and vegetation that you're looking for, that savory taste. You can't beat that.
Now, what are your thoughts on the raw diet, like just overall? Do you recommend we do that for some time, or is that a lifestyle thing?
No, the fruits, depending on where you are. You got people that's living in Trinidad, in the sunlight, California, different areas that where they're able to get more, consume more sun than we are. Then for them, yes, they can do more of fruit-like foods. And a lot of them still, as you know, eat meat and fish. But because of the sun is absorbing and giving them that extra boost of energy, and their DNA have turned into that environment, then they can do that a whole lot more successfully from what I've seen and felt, because I've been to Maui and I've been in sunny areas, Florida, and different places. And I noticed how my body changed, bowel movements change when I'm eating their food in their climate. However, I come here and try and do it, and it's cold. Now, this is just my experience, and I've had clients that has told me the same thing, that their experience is that it's not the same. Even those who have traveled out of the country and came back, that's why they get upset stomach, diarrhea. Y'all gonna see me say that a lot. That's why they do, because the body is responding to the cells that is taking place in the atmosphere. What you are breathing in is literally changing the DNA. Depending, it's readapting to the environment, the chemicals, everything from the viruses that's in the air. All that is changing. This is something that they will not teach you and say to you all, but this is something that I could not avoid noticing over the past 30 years. This is the reason why I don't work all the time as well. And why a lot of people, why I'm saying I can't do it, it's having an effect on my stomach. It's not the same as it was when I was on my vacation out there in Jamaica or in the Bahamas or the Bayou, wherever you've been. It wasn't the same. Well, that's why. And so you can mix now warm food. We're in a cold climate come November, December, especially in January and February here in Missouri and Illinois. And so we have to have a little bit more warm to help the body temperature to be at that set amount that's supposed to be at 70 degrees. And so the warmth of your food, it doesn't mean that you can't do it, but according to what's in your DNA and whether or not your body is already too unhealthy or your immune system is already too low, you do have to be careful. Your body will not respond as healthy and as well and as natural as it should when you're trying to do all fruits in a different season and climate.
Thank you. That was a mouthful, because you just opened up my mind to a whole other way, because what I used to do, and I'm gonna get back to it, like I said, no one's perfect on these journeys, but what I did every day consistently when I had my second son, I woke up first thing in the morning about 6 o'clock. I would drink warm spring water. I'll add turmeric and fresh lemon juice to it every single day. And my bowels were on a steady time constraint every day at the same time. So that's how I know those type of things do work. So that's another thing.
Oh my God.
So I love fajitas. I can't wait.
Look
Wait till we do the jackfruit.
Oh, it smells so good. Smell that.
I love garlic. You really smell that garlic. I love some garlic. It's so good.
And so all we did was yellow onions again. We chopped some red onions and some yellow bell peppers, and then we're just cheating a little bit where we're using the garlic mince, all natural herb, that's cooked and blended with different seasons. You can make this yourself out of the same ingredients. Just go pick them all up and chop them up and mess them up the way you like it. And then get a little mason jar, you put it in the refrigerator. If you're concerned about any excess amount of oils or salt and things of that nature, that's your healthiest way to go. But for today, and to make this quick and more convenient, we're going this way right here, okay? Yes. And you can still add your own little herbs and things of that nature, but really we won't, because I'm going to test one of them to see if it's flavored up with the water.
Now, did you want me to warm the quinoa wraps in this little toaster right here, or on the grill?
No, we can do a grill.
Okay.
We're going to warm it up with our little grill. This is a cast iron, y'all.
I need to get one of those.
I thought to get this. Ross, $20.
I love Ross.
$15.99. Some of y'all will go to Goodwills and different places to get y'all cast iron. What the trick with cast iron, you all, in order to make sure that your food's not sticking so much with cast iron, it's not just making sure that it's on low, but you can take a tomato, red tomato, chop it, or a Yukon tomato, and chop it, and this natural oils that's in the tomato. And what you do is you take it and you clean it that way too. The oils will seep into the iron of this in order to stop your cast iron from rusting. And then you can use a little salt, just a little sea salt, any type of grinding little salt, and you can take and you can scrub it out like that way. And so that way now you got your flavor popping and rosing up from out of that iron, because it penetrates. Even though you can't see it with the eyes, you can taste it in the flavor when you start to cook or stir fry your food. Ooh. So that's another little hint that I'll do,
because I've been holding strong with my cast iron. I mean, it looks good. It looks
take
really
a sliced
good.
Tomato.
Okay.
Yeah, a potato rather. I'm sorry, potato, the hard part, and just grind it in there, and that oil from that potato would take preserve, and it would preserve that iron. And if you want it clean, because you know how the stuff gets stuck around there, whatever you're doing in that pot, then you could take it and use the salt, Himalaya salt or sea salt, or any type of salt for the fact, because you're not cooking with it. Yeah, the roughage of that will cause it to cleanse, and then you wipe it out with a paper towel.
Thank you to know that.
There you go. There you go, y'all.
Ones I need to work on.
Because I know a lot of our older women, they have their cast iron, and some of them know that, but there's some I found out they don't. They just been cooking on rusted, and then thinking that they have to use oil. So that's the trick. No, in this, if you can see, let me show it to y'all again. If you've noticed, look at that. There's no oil, but don't it look like it's oil in there? Don't y'all see that shine? See that shine? It looks like it's oil in there. See that shine? Can y'all see that shine? It looks like it's oil. Now, of course, this is a non-stick iron pan that I had got from Costco's. Yes, it was the only one. Now, that one did cost a little pretty penny, but it was worth it, because that was a gift that I had to give for myself, because I didn't want to be tempted to use oils ever, never. And I just liked that it was an easy cook. So that's done. If you want to test that and see if that works for you.
That's what they use at the kitchen I was cooking in. These are the type of pans.
Yeah, that whole set is like $300.
I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah, it is. It comes with a pot, and it comes with another one that's smaller. What we did was just add the jackfruit, and it don't take much for the jackfruit. You cook the jackfruit for less than a minute, and she's going to show you.
And this is already cooked jackfruit.
Already cooked jackfruit, the pre-made jackfruit from Whole Foods or from whatever your health store is. All you gotta do is call in and ask.
Oh, I can't wait to eat.
Yeah, y'all, we finna tear it up in a hot second here. We already got our drink already.
Watermelon juice and water today.
Paper lining. This is what I do. I just fold over the paper lining. If you want to eat pretty for $1 and some change to make you feel like you in a little restaurant. So all you look, this is how you do it. I took and I folded over that non-toxic wax paper, and it will stretch a minute, and I just laid it inside of here. So that way, if you have anything hot, you're not worried about no chemicals coming off of that fake plastic. That's how I do that. You just want to have it look pretty, just line it up. And then we're going to put our wraps on here. Or if she wants to put it on a plate, she put on a plate. But I just wanted to be a little bourgeois for real cheap for y'all. So that's how we doing it. Okay. All right. Okay, let me see what I got. Let me see if I can go in here again and see if we get any more responses here. See right here, it look like that should be able to click off. No, that is amazing that it's doing that. It never did that before. I'm still trying to every now and then trying to get y'all, trying to see, can I see That is amazing that you won't allow me to see those questions. I think it's doing that on purpose.
You're probably gonna have to get trained on how to use this YouTube platform before I really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It is different.
But I've never had this issue before. They'll tell you I've been responding. Yeah, this is something new. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to have it where we have our but I know who would know. My niece. She would know. She would know. See how that? So you would think even with the pulling it over, it seemed like you would have thought that it would let me do it from there, but it won't. Wow. Now you can really see part of it. Yep, I was trying. All right, y'all. Okay, it's almost done, y'all. We warming it up, y'all. We warming up the fajitas for like less than a minute, because as you know that that iron, it cooks really fast within less than a minute, and you all are going to see the finished product in less than a minute. And we just gonna tear these up. Notice we didn't use no lettuce because we want them to be juicy. We want it to be juicy. And, are we doing any extra sauce, or are we doing cold turkey? We're just gonna do it this way.
Do we have any sauces? I'm a sauce. I love sauce. I just love sauce.
I got the jalapeno ranch dressing here.
Oh,
jalapeno! I got the non-dairy dressing.
I got the jalapeno ranch.
So for this time, y'all, next time we will make up our own. But for right now, we're going to go with these. We're going to go with the organic non-dairy ranch, and we want to go with the organic non-dairy jalapeno ranch. And we go turn it up, y'all. We gonna turn it. And this is your quick meal. This meal, what would you say, Chef Tiara? Would you say that this meal, what's the time frame technically if we're not talking?
Technically 20 minutes or less.
20 minutes or less.
I mean, I'll say 30, about 30.
If you already pre-cut your choppings, and if you don't already have some other fancy other type of mixed vegetables or whatever, because you can use the frozen organic ones if you want to save time. Technically, if they got frozen organic bell peppers and things of that nature, you can get done with it within 10 minutes.
Seriously,
but if you want to chop up your own, then you're talking about 15 to 20 minutes. When you get your little organic wraps, then they only take less than a minute to warm up, because you don't want them to get too hard. Y'all know that, so those y'all who have tried it. And I do want to do a segment where we make our own wraps, because it's very simple.
I've made it one time. But my aunt, she just gave me, and it was so fun. She's like, I got this little machine you want. I said, only if it's a tortilla maker. But here she go, Tiara, it's a tortilla maker. I said, give it here. Okay. So I haven't been able to use it yet, so I could bring it. I could bring it a small one. Yes. But I did make tortillas one time out of a gluten-free flour. Yes. And they turned out fairly well. I was able to cut them and then not really deep fry, but saute them and make tortilla chips out of them too.
You're good, because that's what I'm saying. She's talking. Did you flip it on the other
side? I did. Yeah.
Okay. So we just gonna do.
So I'm gonna turn this over. This is good.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, that's good and ready. So
and notice we didn't have to use nothing nothing to stop it from sticking. It's not going to stick because, like I said, the pan has already got its natural oils in there. You all, so understand that. Oh well, yeah. Well, we got what y'all. If you all want to come one of these days and want to be a special guest, Jonathan, then feel free. You all come in. I am inviting different ones to come on and make look at the teamwork make the dream work. You all, he's the mushroom guy in there. I don't know if you all can still hear me or not, but he's the mushroom guy. So for those y'all, we do need somebody to do a segment on the mushrooms, because I'm not an expert on the mushrooms, because I can't do a lot of them. Then you are welcome. I'm extending that out to you, Jonathan. If you want to come and do some mushroom dishes, for those y'all, I have one client that's going crazy over wanting to do a mushroom sandwich. Then I'm already extended. I'm extending it out that you all can come on the show and do your mushroom dish and show people how to do it. And then you can share your information. That's what you can do. You can share your information on how they can come and get to you and get catered the mushroom sandwich or whatever you do with mushrooms, okay? Because I do know that y'all are the kings and queens of the mushrooms, okay? Okay.
Listen to the yoga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I do know you. Yes, that sandwich. That portobello sandwich with that secret sauce, bomb. That sandwich is so good. Like I'm still craving that sandwich from the first time I tried that sandwich.
So
that was good.
Yeah, I had invited them to cater to my mother-in-law, and I knew I couldn't do a combination, so it didn't work well for me to do a bunch of different type of mushrooms. But for some of them, they could do it, and so the taste was. So I had to do that shout out there for sure for that. Hey there, Sister Star. If y'all are saying something, we can only see half of what's been said. I see the food, the avocados. I tried to reach you. I do see that part, Sister Star, y'all. I see all of you all. And just the first name. I see Sister Sandra. I see you all pouring in. I thank you all for the support and love. And the food is going to be done in a hot second. It's going to be done in a minute. And just for the record, if you wind up, this is another little trick, y'all. I'm full of a lot of tricks. If you find yourself overcooking the a little bit, just a little bit, not where it's too hard, but where you can't get your wrap to bend, all you gotta do is run it through a little water and soften up. It's just just grain flour. It will get soft again. And then just warm it up again for less time, for about 30 seconds. Make sure that it's on medium low, and then you have revived your wrap.
Thank you, because I used to burn them and used to throw it away.
That's all I learned.
And when the crispy, nothing breaks, nope, toss it.
No, put it back underneath water if you don't want to have to, as long as it's not burnt. And then some people like eating their stuff burnt. I don't recommend it, but nevertheless, some do. Put it underneath the water. It's flour. It's going to do just like it was when you was making biscuits. And if it got too dry, you put some more water in it. That's all. It looks like me a good one. So there we go. Let me see. Is that all right? Oh, okay. You got one more. You got one more to go, y'all, and we're done. And then, am I able to see my time? And what's our time frame that we got up in here for how long we've been on? I know we stretched over an hour for sure.
I don't know. Yeah, we gotta get somebody to show us how.
We gotta look,
Kristen.
I'm calling up Kristen. I'm calling up my niece. That's it. I'm calling up my niece first thing Monday. It is. Even if I got to call, even if I got to go to her, and we are going because I do feel like they have frozen up our stuff.
Because it's saying it's a lot of people watching it.
Yeah, but it's not showing us a number or nothing. It's doing that on purpose. Yeah. It's okay.
That's why they know what time it is. And
when you're the pioneer in something, you will get some blockers. You will get distracted. That's how it is. And so I hope so. I hope that it do bring more of our women, our sisters, back into the kitchen and take away and start whole segments. That's what I would love for. Hey, Brother Robert Woods. Oh yeah, I see you. So it's going to be done. You came in just in the right time, brother. And hey, Uncle got in there. Did my uncle get in there? Oh, no, he didn't get in there on YouTube, but he did get on there on Facebook. John Deere. Okay, good. Are you guys seeing it, or am I just, nope, it stopped right there. Is watching. Okay, so I want to promote more of our people back in the kitchen cooking together. That's what I want, because then that's how it's going to spread like wildfire. But it ain't going to burn up nothing. All we're going to be doing is burning up some good old dishes up in the kitchen and eating good and more healthier. And so that's where it started at first, y'all. So some things we have to get back to doing everything we wasn't supposed to do away with. Social media, yes, this is a good outlet, but it has caused us all to be so distanced from one another. And go ahead.
I was going to say, I have to say this because it's really sad that no one knows people's birthdays anymore unless it's posted on Facebook.
Unless it's on Facebook.
And I just have to say this, and maybe friends and family on here, but my son's birthday was on the 8th. He didn't get not one call, but
on Facebook.
Back then, no, not even Facebook, because I'm not gonna post it. It's called call. What happened to phone calls? All this texting. I'm like, my phone is lost. Call
and she is on the millennium stage.
Call me, because I will be right here doing my work, and my phone will be in my room under the bed somewhere. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Call. What? Let's like you said. We have to get back to what we used to do, because this new wave is cool. Use it for what you need it for, and then go back to what you know, because when you try to change too much, that's when things get all misconstrued and we get in confusion. It's too much confusion. Because now what happens is it's too modern. Was it modern? Too modern now. That's what they're saying. The modern woman or man, whatever. It's too modern now. And people they love convenience. They love convenience. They love convenience of medicines. They love convenience of the food. They love convenience of work. Or, oh, you mean I can do less work for more money? No, they are creating our people to be so reliant on other people outside of themselves to the point people almost don't know what to do anymore. People really forget how to cook.
Yeah.
People really forget how to do simple things that we've been doing for so long now, like spell. Some people literally forget. A lot of people literally forget how to spell because we have this technology to where it thinks for us. So now we don't have to use our brain. But like I said, remember, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's with anything. That's with your muscles. That's with your brain. That's with your gifts and talents. Ooh, we got a hard one.
It got a hard one. Watch what I'm gonna do.
Shoot, they probably all them got like that.
Yeah,
this one probably
got a little water. Take it out, get a little water, and wet it. Set it for a second. Look at it. It went back limp. See,
I might have to do this one.
See what I'm saying? It went back limp again. That's how you do it. And you don't put it back on for no whole minute or so. You don't do it just a little bit, just to dry the what's called. See how it went back limp? It got dry because we were talking. And we didn't put it on there right away like we were hungry enough. See how that worked? You just put it underneath that water, put it back on there, let it sizzle a little bit. Just a little bit. I say maybe for about 15 seconds. Just a little bit.
For that one.
Just a little bit. Look at that. You just want it slightly warm because it's going to get it's going to cool off anyway. But you're after what we're putting inside of it more so than anything. That's not the most healthiest part of it. The most healthiest part is the vegetation and the jackfruit that you're looking to see how they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did perfect. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Now we don't have to waste anymore.
No, we don't have to waste anymore. So I tried to learn how to be the queen of convenience because at one time I had 4 children all at once, and then turned around and had 6, and then turned around and had 8, and then that turned into an after school program that turned into 200. And so the cookie gave up on us. And so I wasn't even chef. I wasn't known as Dr. Chef at the time. I was known as Dr. Hill or Coach Fee. And I'm telling you now, when the cook bet out on 200 some kids, now I have to show forth my cooking skills. Now my mama got to kick in, and I'm up in there trying to fix like, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. And I'm fixing everything underneath the sun. And the children just fell in love. They ain't anywhere from the age of 5 to all the way up to 21. That's how it was. And so they learned how to eat. Some of them had never even see that. Yeah. Some of them put it in there right now. And some of them had never even had fruits before. They were inner city children. Unfortunately, some of them had not only had seen, some of them had only had seen, had only been fed ramen noodles and chips all their lives. Some of them hadn't even, I lie not you all, some of them were at 7 and 8 years old, had never even ate an orange before.
They get those away at school, but if they don't know what it is, they're not going to know.
No, if the chemicals is taking over their taste bud, they don't think they don't know. No, yeah. And they're not being taught that this is, see how that went limp again? You put it on there for about less than a second, and then we go from there because it's got that agar in there that makes it a little bit rubbery. And then, but once again, you add water, then it goes limp again. So that's a little trick that I've not seen nobody showcase on cooking shows to show you how to save your wrap. If your wrap wind up getting a little stiff, go run it back up underneath the water. Water saves you from everything.
I love that.
Yeah. And then turn it back over in less of the time, because then you'll do it again. You put it back over. You're just wetting the grain. You're wetting the wheat, whatever it's made out of, to get it soft again.
And then you don't have fire on this.
And don't have fire.
Cast iron is still heated.
Yes.
And it's working perfectly fine.
We're going to transfer some on there before it get dried on there, because it will warm it up. And once we get started, I don't have to have a whole lot on mine, since we didn't do it. And y'all, we finna tear this up. So I don't know about her, but I like to play. Look at them more plates. Look at that. Oh no, here. There we go. That little arm of mine again. To take it, put that on there. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm still doing it just in case it shows. Yeah,
did you put some sauce on yours?
I'm getting ready to now. I want the chipotle ranch. I like a little bit of spice.
Yeah, I want that.
Everything nice with a little bit of spice. See how they did it now?
I love some spice.
I saw a little thumb gadget thing. Y'all send in y'all little gadgets that way you could wrap in stainless steel and you could cut open anywhere. I said, they doing too much. I know I'm gonna shake my ass up a little bit. Just in case something done marinated down so I know they crumbling in the head and on the shelf. Go ahead, go
organic. They've never heard of this brand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, for those of y'all that want to make your own, you can do that. We will get to the place where we're making it. Hey, Flossie came back in there, girl.
Flossie got back on.
Yeah, she came back in there. I see you, girl.
I miss you on your way coming in.
I'm pouring a little bit in. This is organic Chipotle Ranch, non-dairy.
And I'm throwing some pico.
Oh yeah, put me in some.
Pico.
Where my spoon is? Where my spoon? Go ahead. Look at us, girl. We so hungry. Look. Don't play. Yeah, look at how she is tonight.
I improvise.
No, it's okay, girl. It's okay. You know how we do it. Oh, with them tomatoes. Remember we had that tomatoes. Give me some tomatoes. I want some more tomatoes, y'all. I'm going. Usually I will shred up some lettuce, but I'm hearing about a lot of y'all. I'm doing some more research on what they're doing to all our lettuce. If I'm not getting it from the farmer for the yard, it may boil down to that where I'm not. But I'll let you all know.
What about the kale? Even the kale?
The kale? Oh yeah, that's not good. That raw kale is not good on the digestive system. The body don't break down that raw kale. Ain't that right, Flossie? She grew up on the kale where her her mother grew kale in Kenya. Flossie, yeah, her mother grew kale. They ate it, but they boiled it, just like we do with all our greens, like we do with collard greens.
Break it down.
To break it down, and they're strong as an ox. Never went to the dentist or anything like that. Beautiful teeth and everything. Teeth. Yes, her mother. Oh. Yes.
Ooh, it's dripping, y'all. It's dripping. You see the drip? No, they can do drip, but I can taste it.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want the drip. That was simple, y'all.
And it's satisfying.
Y'all okay? Oh yeah.
I might make these again tonight.
I didn't taste me. Wow.
This tastes like deliciousness. This is so good. I mean, this is really dripping, y'all.
Yeah, that's
what you want.
I didn't have time. We didn't take out the time to show y'all it all pretty dished up and stuff to make y'all feel pretty today. But no, I want y'all to know that it tastes good.
This is really good.
We can do all the fancy plates. I showed y'all how to make the fancy plate. But we gotta show y'all that it tastes good. I don't start, right? Ain't I got time for all that pretty stuff. I show y'all a pretty table and dressed up another time, but when you talking about wraps and tacos and stuff like that, they did like, oh girl. And we did organic tomatoes with the no seeds in it. So I'll tell you about that soon.
Here you go, Chef.
These
tacos are messy.
Well, I want to start them napkins. No, I'm telling y'all, these are going to do it like you do it. Everybody got time to be pretty. It's so juicy. And that jackfruit was tender.
It's very good. That's a good. I would buy that.
I told you.
Just to save some time on certain
dishes,
late night cooking or something.
Yes,
I don't recommend it.
It's all meaty.
That's really good, and this is good. What do you think about the wrap?
I like the wrap. So what I'm gonna do is I do still like to catch my wrap when it first gets done. So I don't have to rewarm it. I like it. It's light. The important thing is that I can chew it until liquid form. Because if I can't, then that tells me that they got some type of preservatives or too much agargon in it. That's gummy. And I need to be able to break down that wrap. That's important. Because if that because I might as well just get some of them lentil chips or whatever and just pour this type of dish on top of it and eat it like a nacho if that be the case.
Okay.
And so you don't have to do a cheese in order for it to be a nacho because it's nacho cheese anyway.
I like that. I get that now. It's nacho cheese anyway.
I was going to write a book on all these famous sayings that they got.
Nacho cheese. That's a good one.
So look at that. That juice coming up out here, y'all. I'm wrong for that. Yeah. Yeah, because they're dressing. Can I lick my finger, y'all?
It might be. You sure it's just
Can
the dressing? It's so much.
Yeah, juice. Yeah,
it's
the tomato.
It's so much.
Yeah, because we stir fried it in water. And then once you put the flavor to it, you're not going to miss that oil. I promise you're not going to miss that oil. Oil is naturally inside your vegetation, yeah. It's natural. You just got to get it out your brain that the oil is what's making it taste good. No, it's not. The oil, the same oil, if you get olive oil, then get the olives, get the real pitted olives. And stir fry them in there. You'll see put it on similar, and you'll see that the olive oil, that the oil from out of the olive is seeping out of the olive. And so ain't no more better original olive oil taste than getting them real pitted olives or the ones without the pit. Nothing is more natural than that. Come on now. You ain't got to spend $5 to $10 on no oil. It's in the food. Why do you think they call it avocado oil? Because it comes from the avocado. Well, get the avocado. Get the avocado. Stop thinking about it stretching. I know how y'all think, because I know how I was thinking at first too. Well, why am I going to do this? No, or because you just want to feel fancy, huh? You want to feel fancy. Well, go buy you $1 bottle, a little glass cube bottle, and then go ahead and put something up in there. But stop playing around, because that's what's the problem is. Everybody hollering this too expensive, and it is going to get more expensive. It is. It's going to get more expensive, but everything is going to get more expensive, even more expensive to eat yourself to death. It's going to get more expensive with the so-called, and I'm tired of talking now, y'all, because this food just so good. And right now we just going. I see you, Sister Dazzle. Somebody said something, Brother Robert. I see y'all, man. Look, jackfruit, yellow bell peppers, red onion, and then we cheated a little bit with one of my all natural garlic seasoned roasted fajita. What's the word?
Oh, fajita.
Fajita sauce. And it's got all the herbs up in this. What all the herbs got? It got
a lot.
Fire roasted onions, tomatoes, onions. It got jalapeno peppers, green hash chili, garlic.
That's good.
It's got the works in there. A little bit of vinegar, paprika, a little bit of natural sugar. It's got the work cumin. It's got sunflower. It got it got everything up in there.
Good stuff in there.
Got a lot of good
everything
stuff.
Everything that you should be able to read and know. Same for this.
Yeah, coming out, y'all. I'm coming out from real good.
I'm actually pretty satisfied with that one.
5 dish. Thank you, Sister Dazzle. I seen that much. I see half. I told you they showing us half of it. So if anything else to say, we can't catch it yet.
That was good.
That's good, y'all. It's so tantalizing. Yeah, get out of here with this. So when you eat a strawberry, what you get? And get that all ignited. Get out, feeling out.
I'm good.
Y'all all good?
That was really good.
Look. They make you do all that, Dr. Shell? Yep. The cells are activated. The microbes and the neutrons is getting ready. It's getting ready. And there ain't nothing dead. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
We always want our food to be alive. Because this is what it's like. When I'm at home and I'm thinking, even here, like when the food is good, I could be anywhere. The food is good, I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance. I might sing, might throw my hands up or something because
95.5. And you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start playing some music towards the end. So they'll know when the music, and we're gonna dance and eat at the same time. We ain't sitting down, y'all. We're doing it also. We'll cook. We normally don't get a chance to sit down. Excuse me for talking with my mouth open. But I just wanted y'all to understand that this is how good it is. Well, I don't really care about being proper, even if I'm on at this point, because it just tastes that good. And we got somebody else in the house. Sister Terry, hey, how you doing, Sister Terry Thompson? Terry Thompson, how you doing? I see, they let me see our first name. And that's the first 2 words what y'all saying, and I'm making it out because see, we got this high alkaline food, and it tastes so good that I'm using another 6 cents in order to be able to sense what y'all saying.
But you see mine gone.
You got the music on?
I don't, but I brought my radio. I was gonna ask, do you have an Android charger? I could leave it here.
You got my Android charger.
And we can keep it here.
No. It's right there. I know. The Android charger.
Oh shoot. That's a seat cord. So
I
need to find that charger.
It's okay. It's okay.
I got so many of them.
Facebook froze up, y'all. We got to learn how to share this on Instagram because we got Instagram followers that are missing out on. So y'all share it with them if y'all know the different ones on Instagram. I did see a lot of y'all on here, but we got people like Najee and other folks that want to know If y'all know them and y'all see them in other chats, then go ahead and share it to them. Let them know that Dr. Shell is here. By the time y'all share it to them, then that means that we'll have all this techie stuff down pat. Another week is coming, but God bless us to see it. And I'm praying that this motivated some of you all before the weekend, instead of going out, take your time out. And hey, it's the Nura, how you doing, girl? And so oh yeah, and I have to give you a call. And so we're going to I want to motivate y'all to eat healthy. Find something light and healthy with vegetation, saltation. And I know some of y'all can't eat certain things, so home make it. Get a blender. You want your dressing, get a blender. You can get some coconut milk or almond milk organic, and you can put the same herbs that we have been showcasing already, your Italians and all that, all your no MSG herbs in it. And then you get it to your consistency that you like. And some of y'all want things creamy. So that means then you can get the creamy coconut yogurt that's organic. You can get that, and then you can put it in a blender and you eat it according to your taste and your liking. That's what you do, and that's how you make up most of the mix. If you want it tomatoey like, then you use tomatoes instead. And then if you want it with not with a creamy, then that means you use water. And then you want the tang and that salty taste that you're looking for, but you don't want to do vinegar, then you want to use the lemon or the lime will give you that salty taste that you're looking for from the sea salt. For those of you all that's saying, well, I have high blood pressure, I can't take that much sodium, then substitute with your lemon and your lime. I've been saying that for years now. And so substitute with that. It will give you that savory, salty taste that you're looking for without running up your blood pressure.
That is a mouthful. When I tell you education is key. Mm-hmm. That is a wealth of knowledge. Be sure and I know this may be it, although we are having fun on this channel, take notes. Take notes on the things that we show you to purchase, the names of the stores that we tell you to go, because you can go anywhere almost and make a vegan meal or plant-based meal. And although we use quality ingredients, there's still no excuse. I sometimes go to the Schnucks on Union and can find what I need. If I need a big bundle of kale, because honestly, for some reason, they give the biggest bunches there, but you can get big bunches of kale there. They have seeded watermelon there. They actually, that's where I go to get the seeded grapes, because it's really hard to find seeded grapes. But there, they have them there. You can still get your fruit, but just make sure you're looking at, the labeling, how the fruit looks. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to those things, but you can go anywhere. I started drinking on mine. I really like that idea about the fiber, keeping the fiber in there. So even though those y'all is worried about the wrap, even if it was when you have high alkaline superfoods like your bell peppers, your onions, your garlic, and then you add things like for your drink, a real watermelon blended with mangoes, lemon, or just your plain lemonade. We ain't even got to go watermelon fancy like that, which is not fancy. It's been around forever, you all. Then that helps break down the food to eliminate. To help you to eliminate, you don't have to worry about that. And seeing that we did the organic all natural wraps anyway, you don't have to worry about that turning into constipation. If it does for you, then that means that you are extremely constipated if you can't break down vegetations or a organic all natural wrap that's no oil, no gluten-free, no eggs, no soy, and all that. If your system can't break that down, then yes, I advise you to go and get yourself checked out and make sure that that your intestines is not locked up or not tied up in a knot, because that is another condition that a few people do have. It's not a great amount of people, but there are some that's out there. I had an aunt that had that condition, and where hers was flipped inside out, and she had to go get surgery in order for her intestines to be unraveled. And so unless you are, but you would know that because it would be extreme pain. It would be extreme pain. And so if that be the case, if that's not your case, then you don't have to worry about having this as an issue. Then you can enjoy you a nice meal. And the same ingredients that we just used, by the way, you can make a pizza out of that with mom natural dough. We take all the same ingredients we had and put it on a pizza. And that'll be your Fun Food Friday. Yeah, I like that Fun Food Friday.
That's your Fun Food Friday.
So that what we're gonna name this on Friday?
Fun Food Friday.
And make it Monday.
And make it Monday. I like it. See,
I like that.
When great chef minds think. I like that.
Make it Monday, yes.
And just like Fun Food Friday, and make sure you make it Monday. So we will be back for Motivation Monday. I may chime in on Instagram. You all know what my Instagram is. It is Dr. Chef Felicia Ann. I believe I'm in this Dr. Chef Felicia Ann Jordan on my Instagram. You all can see a lot of times I'll go live on there because that's the only time I can't keep carrying this laptop around. Because as you see, we had a number on it for today segment. So thank you all for your faithfulness. Is anything else that you like to leave?
Yes. And again, my name is Tiara Adams. I'm the owner of Viva La Vegan LLC. You can find me on Facebook at Viva La Vegan LLC. You can find me on Instagram at Viva La _ love 21.
Spell that for me since we can't type in the chat right now.
So that's Viva La LA _ vegan VEGAN love LOVE 21. And that's on Instagram. And so again, we love that you all are here with us. This is so fun. This is really new for me, but it's exciting and I'm learning, and I'm really learning a lot more even with my cooking. So I'm so excited to even bring more to you all, more greatness and more goodness. So be sure to reach out, try some meal prep, get some catering, and I love to hear from you. Thank you. I'm going to finish this fajita though.
Y'all, I am not touching this computer until I finish this. I don't know nothing about how so super techie professional that all these other folks is, but we already discovered that that's not Dr. Chef. So, but what you have discovered is that we just get y'all some good pointers on some real good food. Oh my God. Girl, I love that. Okay, y'all. And you know what? You just made me think. If they won't let us take and get out of here, then how am I? Oh, because I can X out on the top part. Because usually I put in on the end of it. But look, we appreciate y'all different ones that tuned in. Sister Nura, Sister Dassa, all y'all different ones that's tuning in. I will be giving you all a call soon. That was too good, y'all. Hey. Y'all know what it do. Like, do you know when I first went healthy, I was thinking about all this stuff. I was like, man, will I ever be able to do tacos again? Man, what about my wraps?
Oh, I cried.
Oh, you cried? Okay, we doing our short after talk. The show is over with, y'all. But y'all want to stay to hear us chat for now because our hands, I'm not going to touch this computer. It's just going to go on and we can cut it out later if you want to. Yeah. But see this as the blooper. So anything take place between now and then, we already warned y'all. We just chat it up like we do, like queens do in the kitchen.
And I do want to tell you, I really cried, y'all. Not when I went vegan, but when I found out I had a wheat allergy, I cried. I mean, I sat on my kitchen table and just sat there and cried, writing out all the stuff I couldn't eat anymore. But then there's God.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this gluten-free diet, baby, okay? Because my digestive tract is ever flowing. Gas, I really don't even have gas unless I eat something that just does not correlate to my body type. I recommend everyone to get gut tests.
Yes.
Get your gut tested because although I am plant-based, I can't eat everything that's plant-based. Like my body type is not supposed to have olive oil.
That's important to say.
But I was eating olive oil for the whole time of 6 years of me being plant-based, messing up my microbiome, not knowing. But knowing, oh, this is plant-based. But Tiara's body type can handle certain things. So with this gut test, I'm going to give you the name of it. Write it down. It's $100. This gut test tells you about the kingdoms, the bacteria, the plants, the animals. We have a whole jungle in our system that
I haven't had mine tested in a while, but I don't mind trying. I
liked it.
But I want to get it tried just so I can share it with you.
It tells you a lot. It tells you about your ancient DNA that's in you. It doesn't tell you verbatim. You got to really read between the lines and have a knowing of who you are. But it tells you about certain lifestyles that just does not suit you well. And what else did it tell me about? Oh, it tells you how you function, how's your brain functioning. It told me 100%. So I'm using my brain power at 100%. But
Look at that.
What it did say is that my gut was still heavy. Although I don't really have one. I have 25 feet of intestines that probably still needs to be cleansed. Although I am plant-based and I have been cleansing,
You ain't hardly got none.
Hardly.
How many children did you have?
I have 2 children.
Look at that.
2 children.
And she's been plant-based. And how much weight did you lose?
I was 168 after my second born. I carried that weight pretty much all of my life almost.
Look at that.
168. And I'm now down to about 127.
So all y'all hollering, I've been thick all my life. I can't.
That was me. I was that thick one my whole entire life. The first time I think I ever heard I was thick, I was in middle school. Didn't even know what it was.
But look at what you've been eating all your life.
I was eating bad. I was a chicken queen. I ain't gonna call myself a chicken head, and it's a little odd. But when I tell you, I ate so much chicken. It was so much chicken. Chicken wings, chicken breast, chicken. I didn't like chicken thighs, but it didn't matter. I'm eating it. I love chicken. And that's the one thing that women love the most is chicken. And guess what? It's hurting our wombs the most. It's hurting our bodies the most because all the extra hormones, all the extra what else they put in the GMO? The chickens are probably eating each other for all we know.
And they already passed the law, y'all. I don't know how fast it's gonna make it to each state, but y'all better start getting up on it. If y'all still on y'all chicken, I don't believe as many of our people that tunes into health things are still hooked on chicken as much as we say that they are. But even if you are, then keep in mind this: if you're struggling, then keep this in mind. They have already approved now that they can inject the chickens with the shot.
Yep. I heard that.
And so,
and they're trying to do it with the vegetation too.
They're trying to do it with the radish and the vegetation. But you know, I'm going to be on that. But remember, on the 24th, we're going to see the brother, Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
The chemist. We're going to have him to check out our food for us, y'all. And I'm going to be bold enough to possibly see if he would check out some of this so-called natural meat.
Oh, I would have done it.
That may be a segment, y'all. I'm gonna bring my laptop.
I'm gonna do the peel.
And we're gonna put it out there so we can have a chemist, y'all. A real chemist to put this stuff underneath the microscope.
Let's see if we eating real salmon.
And let's see if we eating real stuff.
Let's see if they feeding our people real salmon, because I heard they put a fish
that's
out
gonna
here.
Be a segment, y'all.
That's a fake salmon that's eating the real salmon.
Yes,
that's what I heard.
That is true.
Oh man,
they did a documentary on it.
That's so scary.
Yeah, I've been seeing it from years ago. Yeah, and of course, that's not something that's gonna make it on a blockbuster movie show. Oh, see the real salmon is eating up the fake salmon. So see the artificial salmon is eating up the. No, see where they transferring artificial eggs to. And I'm going to broadcast that to you all. It's a business, and you all know who's over it. It's over it. Y'all know how to read lips.
I do, but right now I'm having a hard time because I'm eating this fajita. Oh, I didn't know that. That I didn't know.
They're over it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all better stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna share as much as we can with y'all, but stay tuned. And if you want to know what I just said, then all you gotta do is just inbox me or text me on the 618-388-8100 number. Say, Dr. Chef, what was you saying when you was listening? Because I couldn't read your lips. Then I'll tell you that's who's over that, and then you'll know that why they don't care nothing about whether or not they're giving you artificial anything that can turn into anything or that can mutate your DNA.
Also, one thing,
like our DNA ain't messed up enough.
Exactly. I watched that movie Rampage yesterday. And they with the albino gorilla, that crazy wolf, and a crocodile. It's a good movie.
It's a mixer.
Yes, they mixed the DNA. They did a lot of DNA splicing and mixing and vaccinations and stuff, and created these extreme animals that are almost unstoppable. So they came to Chicago,
with Brother Robin, the man.
They came ripping it up, and so that made me think. I wonder, with all this food that they're injecting, all these chemicals and biochemicals in. Is it, well, I know for certain that it is gonna reconstruct DNA, but how bad do you think it can get if they're already showing us glimpse of
the way they show it,
stuff,
the way they've been showing it in Hollywood?
Yeah, like I said, watch that movie, and it show how these people just how these animals, turned into these.
So we gonna go into mommy effect.
Oh man. See,
it's real, y'all. Think about
it's
it.
real out here.
You can kind of get a glimpse of it when, unfortunately, and it's not the be negative. You know, we have our children being born ill-informed and majorly handicapped, some stuff coming out the back and all that. That is not by mistake, and they can blame it on the DNA.
That's what they saying. I seen a little girl. She was born. She had a red lump in her head. She's bald, but you see this red lump coming out of her head. I didn't know what it was. I did assume it was the water because I was in Iowa at that time, and the water was really bad out there in UI. That water was so bad. Everyone looked deformed. Not everyone. It's me.
Look, we got to get like it was in Living Colors. Remember what's her name that was on the sister, the Wayne sister? But you ain't heard it from me.
Yeah.
You ain't heard it from me.
I like that. You ain't heard it from me. I'm just this is what I heard.
I just noticed.
Yeah. See, when you keep your eyes open, you see.
You gotta talk about open my eyes and you looking cross-eyed. You're like, okay, y'all, this stuff is real. They've been warning us. Look, the Bible said that Satan would expose themselves. What he got to be afraid of? We going along with it. Most of us is going along with it. We ain't banding together like a lot of the other countries do to fight against this stuff. We ain't running nobody out of office for real. Last person they did try to run out the office. Think about it. It was the one that was blowing the trumpet. And look at what they're doing to him now. Now I'm not on the left or the right of no wing. I'm on the wings of love of the Most High God. But I am paying attention because I did come from a politicking family. Yeah, so it's some things that we know about y'all that we just can't say everything. But you best rest assured that we ain't just running our mouths. We're talking about what we know, y'all. It ain't no cute way to eat that. It ain't no cute way. All right, y'all. I done cleaned off the thing. I cut it off, y'all. We love y'all. I'm going ahead and get the extra time because we know it's the weekend. Some of y'all tune in, sure. Look back over for the weekend and you'll see what all go past whatever you feel like the glitches was. And then we just know that we love you all. I want you all to be safe, be healthy. Don't. It's a time when a lot of celebrations and graduations still taking place, we know. And so we just want to give you some simple dishes. So that was the fajita jackfruit wrap that we made from organic natural wrap with no soy, no grains, no eggs, and none of the oxygen. And then again, that was the yellow bell peppers along with red onions. And we had some flavored jackfruit, organic jackfruit from Whole Foods. And then we had chopped some tomatoes and we put it to make it extra juicy. And then we found instead of baking one this time, we did an organic, all organic, non-dairy jalapeno dressing there because we like our stuff savory and juicy. Yeah. And we're not going to apologize for it because that's what we do. That's my saying because that's what I do. Or that's what we do. All right, we love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. I don't know if they're going to let us be able to strive. Yes, to strive. I can't see. I just see Sister Hadassah when you said to strive something. But it won't let me see. Hey, Lord P, how you doing, Queen? They won't let us, they won't still let me see all of you all's things. We've been trying at this for the past hour. Show you how it look.
The screen so that way they can see.
Yeah, I know.
We can't see.
Oh, yes, it can. I can get this phone and show them how it's looking halfway. Look at that phone. Look at how y'all questions coming up in here. I don't know. Can y'all see that? So I can only see a name. Look at that. I can only see a little name. I don't know if y'all can make out that. This the little bitty tiny thing that is showing us right there. We ain't playing on it. We weren't trying to leave y'all out. This thing won't go away for no reason. I've always been able to get that out. So we know how it is. So I think, and then even the Facebook had froze up on us too, because they don't want us to tell the goods. But I know people was tuning in, so I'm most definitely gonna get that worked on. I know I've been hollering my niece for the past week or two now, and it's only because I was trying to take it easy because I know she's a workaholic. But when y'all see it, y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God, Dr. Shell twin." I'm like, "Yeah, that's her twin." But yeah, but it's gonna be a blessing to have her and my other niece that's in culinary art school now, and she's learning how to makes the plant-based meat and all that other extra stuff. And so I want to know and pick with her to see what she got. And so we'll be showcasing her, and her name is Caitlin. And so she'll be on. So we're gonna have a whole nother generation of children, not generation, but the next young people coming up in. And we're going to showcase them, and because you all are going to probably soon see them coming up, and you all know, wait a minute, that's Dr. Seven Nieces. Yep, they in there, they doing their thing. They have a lot in common. My sister-in-love, I don't call her sister-in-law, is a sister-in-love, done a really great job at always calling and picking at me. How I fix this? How I fix that? Give me how to fix this. Give me how to fix it. And she talks fast like that, y'all. No, fix this. When Charlotte sees, she's gonna be laughing. Give me fix this. Come on, you're my big sister. You're my big sister. Give me to fix it. Oh, come on, can you please? I'm like, oh my God, girl, if you don't slow down. I said, give me a second. But it paid off because my nieces are now, they're 20 and 18 years old, and now look at how that paid off. And no, she's, like a lot of you all on her health and wellness journey, and she's really, I've been inspired through seeing her go strong because she too had a heart condition. And my brother, we praying for him. We're gonna see, can he get in there? Maybe one day they'll come through here before I have to transition into another kitchen. But nevertheless, we just thank God for you all, and we pray you all be safe. I'm gonna say a short prayer and send us out because somebody may need it. Father, we thank you so much for blessing us to be able to see another Friday, Fun Food Friday. We thank you for, even though we've had these technical difficulties that we haven't had before, we thank you for those who have tuned in, for those who are going to share, for those who are that may have been having a setback and may have not felt like it's fun or that it's a good thing to eat healthy. We pray and hope that this segment has inspired them to do so. We ask that you bless Flossie with her full day that she had. Thank her for stopping through. And then our beautiful chef, Tiara, we thank her for taking out her time for her family, business, everything she had to do to come and share with us as well. And her delicious dishes that she has in store for us, and for the partnership that you allowed us to be able to have. And we pray that it only get greater and better from this day forward. And we ask that you keep everyone safe and sound in the name of Jesus and Yeshua HaMashiach, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
All right. Now let's see what let us bring up out of here, because that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid he wasn't gonna let me X out of here without losing the whole thing. But since it's been acting so special. Yeah, because down here is usually the end button where it says end. So the question is even though we've been on live this long, will it even allow us to even save this? That's the question.
I hope so.
Because this one was good. You all try to save this if you can. And Sister Hadassah, Sister Star, any of you all that was able to hang in there, Lori P, any of you all, Robert Wood, if you're able to save this YouTube and you do it, then please send it to me. Because as you all see, the computer's acting special where we can only see 2 or 3 words of what you all are saying, but I'm not able to make out because I know you all's face. It shows me your face that's tuning in, but only 1 or 2 of the words. And so if you guys can do that, we appreciate that. And then we can go from there. I love you all and have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Be healthy, be strong, and don't give up. Be encouraged. And until next time, which will be Motivational Monday. And since my Motivational Monday is set in, already locked in, and this is a new thing that we're doing, I know that will come through just fine. So we're going to figure out how to do this on the Friday and have it locked in the same way so that we're not having these type of technical difficulties, okay? So we love you all. Bye-bye. I'm going to try to get X up out of here for the umpteenth time. I just don't want to lose it.
I'm about to try to figure this out.
I know. Let's try to figure it out. We got stuck like this last time, remember? You can't tell us that we ain't determined. Okay.
Yeah, this is a live. And this is all on the YouTube, correct?
I might get this later on another time. Man, look what Facebook did. It just froze up the whole time. They know they be doing theirs on purpose. They don't want to do that. Then instead of telling me to finish, and like
look, it's down at the bottom.
You say it again?
I think everything is down at the bottom.
What do you mean?
You see how I'm shrinking it?
Uh-huh.
And now you can see right here.
A little bit more. I love you. And saying, love you. Let me see. Robert, warfare or warfare. Yes, they still not getting us all over. That's crazy. I ain't never been, didn't have a problem with sizing up this computer or opening up or every now. That's crazy that they're doing that.
So this is today. Mm-hmm. So we can save this.
We can.
So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, good.
So we're going to. So I'll let you. Well, I'll send it to me.
Yep. And then that's mine right there. Oh, that's just my thing from the computer. I'm not tech savvy like that, but never have I had this. Always been able to get straight in without that being a problem. It says Catch Up 99 was added to something. Was that you?
Mm-mm. It shouldn't be. Vegan, not vegan. Yeah. Okay, let's see how that does.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because at that point, I don't know. No, we don't need any new windows. This is something else.
Yeah. I'm back in this car. You can see who this is right fast. Yeah, he was watching that. He was doing that on purpose. Girl, that's controlling me. All I can tell you to do is y'all.
Okay, so we good. It's up here.
We are off.
I believe let me see. Yeah, we're off. I believe so. Okay. But it's right here. Options, viewing live analytics. Okay.
Yeah, all of us should have been in there. Should have put it down there, but we couldn't get no picture now. But they'll help you from trying. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna call my.
You still eating your taco? Your fajita? You done?
Oh no, you can say that, honey. I ain't gonna throw away now. I ain't gonna throw away nothing. Watch this. If he asked if you tell me what I got, he's like, hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. She's on her way to drop off your food in a little bit. We had our segment at that time. Her phone was here, and so she said that he gave her a little bit, told her whenever. But then when we started our show, you said that you wanted it now.
I'm fine. I'm sitting here waiting, so I'm fine.
Okay, well then, she's gonna go ahead and bring it to you in a few minutes. We're just sweeping up the West Coast because we already had it scheduled in.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. That's how you come to the games. Because I know how he is. I know he was sending home the food. I know how he is. But see, now he knows.
So wait, hold on. Was he doing that thing again? Because his son did it too. That impulsiveness. Can I have more again? Like, no. He would send a message and it'll be like 4. So that's a behavior.
That's a behavior that comes from when he's going through his withdrawals, when he's going through the addictive thing. He did me like that 10 times on the same the same dishes, and sometimes he'll add on to it. And I'll have to get that off of that. From even though we would, when we were doing our live streams in the morning from 8 to 9, and then again from 6 to 7, he'll still be texting what he wants for the next day, which is anytime could run anywhere from 3 to 7 course dishes. So he wants to serve. He wants to watch. He wants somebody to serve it. And that's it's like a little thing, but it's worse is when he's going through a sugar addiction. Because at this point, he's not just eating your food. That means that he's also eating other foods. That means he went back to White Casket and everything, Krispy Kreme and everything. Hello?
Hey, if you could do me a big favor and end the live stream so everybody can't hear you bad mouth of me.
Are you serious? Is it still wrong?
You know that I hear you all sitting there bad mouth of me talking about
Oh, yeah, wow. And you was watching all this time, and that's why you shouldn't have got a call during the segment. That's why we shouldn't have gotten a call, because I knew you knew the song.
I don't want to take the food now. I don't want to take it. Did I say something? I don't want to say something.
No, it's okay.
Come on, you have reached
Now you're bad mouth and you're telling the truth. Yeah. Yeah, not you. What's that saying? Is that you? Yeah, but tell the truth. This is what I have to deal with. Still take